Don't worry about it.
Welcome back to Don't Worry About It, the show where we talk about the chaos of modern life and remind you that you're doing great. I have Lisa with us today. Kottie is not here. I've been wanting to have Lisa on the show for a long time as a guest, but now she gets to co-host and guest. So I'm very excited. She is the creator and founder, owner of A Social Agent. Co-founder.
Yes.
It's a innovation for anybody who's exhausted by social content creation.
That's a really great way of putting it. Yeah. So, Social Agent was.
How did you? Let's start with you basically were like Uber, but make for social content.
Yeah.
But make it this this is a need. How did you know? I mean, I know that backstory. You've been in social media from early days.
Yeah.
But not exactly in the vein of making content.
So I will say this. I was in social media. I started a social media company that is actually, what makes this so special is that there's so much involvement with you, with Kottie, and with your husband, Duran, who you three have been such foundational, core, everything to just believing in me and also being like, it's a really good idea,
Yeah.
But when I started Social Intelligence Agency in 2011, it was still a new space. So it was amazing to jump into social media. The space evolved, right? Providing services for social has really just continued to be amazing. And it got more amazing with content creation and when we got to do more of that. So when we really started to get into more of the video content was with the Grammys, when we were brought on for the Recording Academy to support with their live social media and do all this for the Grammys. I think it started in 2017.
Crazy.
From that space of creating content from what used to be static. Remember, it used to be photos and it was crazy. Remember how
I
on
miss
Instagram,
that.
I do too, because it was so fun to just, see the photos, things like this. Now, as soon as Instagram launched, then it turned into stories. You could do, more of that, which obviously was inspired by, the Snapchat and all these other different channels. But look, just keeping this very simple, the content creation and capturing content was something that continued to really evolve. And I needed to provide that service. And from there, I just kept seeing white spaces, continued to provide more of those opportunities for our clients. And the other thing is this, while running a social media agency and being able to capture content, you get a lot of friends who are like, hey, Lisa, can you come and shoot some content for us for the kid's birthday? Or you do this too. You always are like, Lisa, just shoot. Will you come and just take all the photos and things like that?
Well, yeah, and you're also that friend that always takes pictures. Like you're so good. You always have been long before any kind of social media. You've actually been incredible at the balance between being present and living in the real world and capturing moments. The best pictures I have and some of my favorite moments in life are with you. And I even thought when we were on vacation for Thanksgiving, we got no picture, is it literally zero pictures. Maybe one of me and a girlfriend, but some of the family, but they were all bad. I was thinking, how amazing would this be if the Four Seasons had a social agent?
Exactly.
Or if, even just if you were in Hawaii or if you were in Mexico. I mean, all these vacation, beyond just solving the modern crisis of social media and people needing content and not knowing how to provide that. These holiday destinations where people leave with no photos, and to me, that's a sign of a good time because you're in the moment, but then you have nothing to remember.
I know, exactly. So let's just cut forward to, I was at Cottie's house and I have been really sitting on two big ideas. And I actually went out to investors to see if they would actually invest in one of them. And I kept getting your ideas are too big. And I was like, and so, that doesn't stop me because
you're very forward thinking.
Yes, and I've realized that, but that's something that I've learned to understand. And I didn't really understand. It's kind of like when you're just like, what is wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? And then you're like, well, no, nothing is really wrong with you. You just kind of are like really seeing things in the future, and
Because I
it's
know you also have a gift of not letting, like, you're not your own. So many people have great ideas and then they're their own worst enemy, and you can talk this, me being one of them. Like, I can talk myself out of even something that, even if it's a good idea, because I overanalyze it and then think of all the reasons why it wouldn't work instead of all the reasons why it will work. You know what I mean?
I try not to give up, and I'm very stubborn, and maybe that's a great thing about being an entrepreneur is just I really do believe in myself, and I really believe that I'm onto something, and until I'm proven absolutely wrong, I there's no messing around.
Okay, I have, like, this is like more of an interview for you today because I really want people to get a scope
Okay,
of
okay,
what
okay,
you're
okay.
offering.
This is so
So
exciting.
Lisa's new platform, Social Agent, lets anyone hire a professional creator anywhere who shoots, edits, and delivers content quickly so you can get back to living your actual life.
Yes. So let me just so when it comes down to the platform, Social Agent is a new, accessible, affordable.
It's an app
It's
that
an
you
app.
download from on your phone.
It's only available on iOS. Well, eventually we cannot wait to get to our Android users, but for right now, it is only available on iOS in the App Store. And the experience is really fun and amazing, and it's very easy. And I think the
And
second,
customizable.
absolutely. So the idea here is that there are so many content creators, and I've worked with so many in my career and also with my company, Social Intelligence Agency, and I could see that there's a need for using content creators, and why not find an opportunity for them to be able to be on radar and find a way to continue using their wins, which is either if they're skilled as a photographer or maybe a videographer, or they're just content creators. I
Will
mean,
the
there's
app get to
so
the
many
place
out
where
there.
if you like like how Glam Squad has, like, if you like a particular person, you can request that person
Yeah.
again?
Well, we're going to get to that point. Look, one of the things we've realized with being in this right now is that there are so many different levels of new things that we are planning on doing. Building an app is absolutely mind-blowing.
I
And
know.
and
It seems annoying.
it's crazy. But, look,
It seems like something I do not want to deal with.
My I will let me go back to this though. When this really got like created, it was Jeff Tobler was the first one to say yes. And I think if you're in the entertainment industry, everybody knows Tobler. All right. He's just like such a fun, cool guy. And he really is incredible, incredible. And not only that, just so well respected. And he really believed in it. And we came up with this in 1 hour. So just to show how much it was just like boom, done. The second part was is we needed Brooke. Brooke is summa cum laude, South Northwestern, and like she's just trust me, she is crazy amazing.
Logistics.
She's logistics, she's operations, she's been day to day building this. So they're both the most incredible co-founders. And when I talk about a trio of just like the three amigos that are just boom boom, we are phenomenal, and the energy, the love. I mean, this is what this is all about. Now, when we go back to this, the idea was to allow people to put your phone down and be in the moment. Now, it can be for B2C, it could be for B2B. This is the best part about this is that the idea was to do the entire model, which it is just like Uber. It's new, it's unfamiliar. I mean, don't you remember the first time you're like, I don't want to get in a car with a stranger. Like, why would I want to do that? Or I'm just going to drive myself, and then finally, like, I wonder what people's first experience was or what got them to book their first Uber.
Hmm.
The same thing goes with this.
Well, it's definitely going to be normalized,
It's
but
exactly.
it is a little more emotional in the sense, and less dangerous than getting in the car with a stranger, but like emotional in the sense that if somebody doesn't capture what they want, that then someone could potentially be disappointed.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
again, this isn't just for events, which I personally love it for, because there's so many times that I'm not taking photos at a dinner or like, nuancy things. But like I would love to capture that. am I always posting that later? Not really, because I'm like the worst. I'm like a
Yeah.
very mysterious poster. I'll like post a bunch and then I won't post at all. And then I don't know. Anyway, I guess how did content creation become everybody's job all of a sudden?
I I have to say that when influencers became sort of this, remember when that blew up? I mean, that was back in 2011. I
Yeah, but
really
I
feel
mean from the
like,
point that now everybody, 95% of anyone who's in any kind of field of work,
yeah, no, it's
and even if you're not just personally, it's this it feels like a social obligation regardless. I mean, certainly with business, 100%, if you have any kind of business, you have to have a social presence in some way, shape, or form.
it's almost it's so much. It's so much. I feel like everybody, and I mean, look, it's true. It's like this you become so addicted to wanting to find a way to like expose either your personal life or your business. I mean, for businesses, you really see the wins when you are creating content to put forward certain messaging, and I mean, being in social media and doing that for brands, we see the wins, so we know how much they're trying to always do and create creative content. I mean, it's crazy on a personal level.
But
I
at what
mean,
point are we saying like, do we need more content? Like, why do we like have to have? I mean, this is a philosophical question, I guess, and
yeah.
not necessarily totally relating to your business, which clearly there's a need for. I just, for me, it's so overwhelming. It almost makes me want to withdraw from the whole thing.
Well,
I can't.
totally,
It's so
absolutely.
much from every angle, and not just Instagram. I mean, now
I
there's
mean,
so many other channels.
content creation is just it really is an overwhelming, but it's globally
So what would your approach
every
be to somebody who, um, because you're not just dealing with individuals, you're also dealing with companies and businesses.
yeah.
And what would your advice be to them if they're a small company, they want to look big, they don't want to overdo it? Because I do believe that there is an oversaturation issue too with some of these brands that then turn people off.
I would say this. The app right now is used for how you want to use it, right? So a lot of times it's like if you want to come and you just want somebody to come shoot. And again, everything's shot off the iPhone. So, but the content looks great. They could use it for print.
Hmm.
They could use it for brochures, whatever it is that they want to use for their marketing
Hmm.
purposes if they are a brand.
Hmm.
If they want to do something like some of the stuff that we've been doing is real estate, like nobody wants to potentially it's more on demand in the moment. Yes,
Yeah,
you
but
might
if a
have.
business comes to you and is like, "Can you help me strategically develop a like a model to some degree using your services?" Is that
So
something you do?
no, we're only there for that on demand content creation.
And you're not there like big picture if somebody wanted you to consult.
No,
Okay.
no, we
Okay.
don't do any of that. It's very simple. It's
You're
incredibly.
capturing it in a
We're just
professional way, and then you're out
so
because you
yeah,
don't want to
and
be involved in the whole
we
plan
rely
trajectory.
we rely on the client in the app to
Uh-huh.
fill out the form, and we have an incredible questionnaire that's in there. And
Uh-huh.
I will say that during our beta testing, these are where I'm like, I should probably have more of my friends do that particular part because
Yeah.
I'm kind of filling it out
Hmm.
with them. But I think at the end of the day, when they really experience the questions that we're asking, they're really well done. Is to be able to make sure that, like, if you are like, hey, Lisa, I want to do this TikTok trend, and
Yeah.
it's in the questionnaire giving, and you're going to give it to the content
Hmm.
creator that is going to come capture it, they have some time to look it up really quickly to see what it is that you're looking to do.
Like
So,
exactly. Yeah. So
but
they have a sense of what you're wanting.
and the one thing I do want to just preface is like, look, we shoot off of an iPhone. So look, you can get the most incredible content off of an iPhone. Now, the people behind it are the ones that they may be professionals or they might just be simply content creators, but every agent that is on this platform has to go through a skills assessment in order to even be put on it. It's not just let me do a background check like Uber. I'm
Hmm.
sure I don't know what else
Hmm.
they do. So but
Yeah, they have to
they
be like
have to
creatively
be
like
they have,
skilled.
and trust
Yeah.
me, we have, we're really curating, the exact type of creators that we want to bring into your home or your business, and to be able to do it wonderfully. Not only that, the business for Social Agent as well, the way that we've done this is that we're also training our agents. Just like when you go to a restaurant, there's a menu, right? The menu might have something special. It might have something where it's like, you're going to put these spices, sauces, this.
Today's special.
Yes, exactly. Well, for us at Social Agent, it's like, look.
That's actually funny though. Like if you had, a weekly special of like, this is the top TikTok trend. This is the most used song, or do you know what I mean? Things that people are like, oh, cool, I want to do that.
Well, that's the stuff that we're looking forward to.
I mean, it's
down
really
the
like
road.
so. It's pretty vast.
It's incredible. Trust me. I feel like every time like Jeff and I are like, hey, Brooke, we want to do this, or even to just the initial concepts of where we wanted to go, but we've had to phase everything. And Brooke's always like, Lisa, stop bringing the yes, phase five, because there are so many things that we want to be doing, and we know we're incredibly like we're on top of it. And that trust right now that we're trying to do is with everyone to at least just go sign up and do it. Look, we had the most incredible missions over the last, let's say 5 days. And I'm telling you, I cannot believe, I was so nervous just to hear, because every day we learn, we perfect, we update, we make sure we're doing things more internally to make sure that we are really getting this to perfection. I will say that level of attentiveness and quickness to find ways, like you gave us great feedback. So we went in and we were like, okay, how do we find and start doing more of this, or how do we shift a little?
There's always going to be initial testing and
exactly
instances where you're like, oh, you need one of those, and then it'll never happen again.
I'm going to tell you that
we had an event at night, and the lighting, it was It was dim to boot, it being night, and then some of the lighting and some of the photos were not as clear as they could have been, and I'm sure you'll never have that issue again.
It has not happened at all. And the other thing I will say about that one was we had an issue that night because this was beta testing. It was the tech on the back end, the what we had for the photos. It was glitching.
Yeah, so this is important to note. So within the app, there's a camera within the app that's how your privacy is protected, as opposed to someone just coming with their phone and then having photos of you later. All of the photos are protected in the app, and then they get uploaded through the app, and then they're deleted. And so, regardless of if you're famous, not famous, or if you just have, you're feeling like you're vulnerable because somebody has shots of you, that's not the case. It's all very secure and privacy protected. And I think that's really important. I mean, clearly it wasn't something I had thought about because you're my best friend, but I think that's a really important thing to know, because when I first started hearing about it, it's like, oh, and I hadn't even thought about it's on people's phones. Like, okay, but it's not going to their photo library, I guess is the point.
The best part right now is that we have an incredible process of how we're working with the camera in app, but also how it's syncing, and then just look, we have the best team behind this to be making sure that everything that we're doing is really there, so that not only that you feel protected and also safe with the content. Like, look, we might be going to a kids,
so you're not like drowning in weird content that you're trying to create yourself.
Well, exactly. So we have, look, everything I will say is we have everything done so thoughtfully, and it's done with a lot of check marks, a lot of, making sure that we are providing the best and most secure service. But also, look, it's all about having fun. I mean, I got to tell you, some of these agents come in and they're like the party starter. I die laughing because I'm like, what? And but look, right now, the best way of also looking at it is that we are providing opportunity for so many people right now. Yes, there's AI. Yes, there's all these other tools out there. And this was one of the things that was overwhelming for me as a business owner for my social media agency, was that there's tons of apps out there. And trust me, there are great ones.
What do you mean, apps for what?
Just apps for content creation, or maybe management, or
but it doesn't take away the fact that you don't have somebody taking your photo. Like, you can have like all the tripods in the world, all the
Yeah.
selfie sticks, all the suction cups, but it's so different than having somebody
Can
who can really film you.
I am telling you that when you upload, so we have 3 types of services. One is on demand. If you're in Los Angeles right now, you can book an on-demand content creator to come to whatever whatever it
Within
is.
what's the shortest amount of lead time?
It's 30 minutes. They should be to you by 30 minutes. Just like Uber, it's like that radius, right? Where like
Or you can book out
a reservation.
What is the furthest you could book out?
Well, now you can book out. We had it at 7 days, and we just extended it. So now you can really book out. I almost want to say a month now.
I feel like that's fair.
And
That's
we
good.
needed that so badly.
If you know and you just want it to be done and you know it's locked
Yeah.
in, then that's so great.
And that's wonderful. And then you can reserve, which is incredible. And then last one is the you upload, we edit. So again, it may be that you have all this content. Maybe you did take photos from your
Yeah.
vacation. You could
Yeah,
upload
that's
it.
true. So she can make reels.
Yeah.
They can edit it for you. That's true because sometimes not this trip for me, but sometimes there is content and I don't really know how to create an edited clip and I don't really want to learn.
But Sam, this is the other thing though. This is the thing. You could potentially do it yourself. I already know that. I could do look, I think I'm awesome. I could do all of this. But the thing is that when I have my kids telling me, "Mommy, what's more important, your phone or me?" I gain back. Even that hour,
Clearly.
I am ecstatic, and it's so worth it to know that I just literally, if you do the you upload, we edit, it will take you a max. If you know what content you want to upload, it should take you 10 minutes max
Yeah.
to just upload it, and you get your content back on demand. So this is the other best part. You get it back
Yeah.
within a couple hours.
Yeah.
So
I like that it's multi-pronged. So you can either have the live person there, which I think
Yeah.
is so exciting because you're able to get angles and shots and things that you wouldn't be able to get if you were by yourself.
I mean, look, it's you can get it back in a couple hours, you could get it back in a few hours. No matter what, you're getting it same day. That's the most
Yeah.
important thing. And the other thing that that I always share with all the agents, and the team knows this too, and is that there's nothing better than having that human eye, because think about it. You might upload like a 15-second video, right? And sometimes when you put it in other tools, like it may not pick up. It always sometimes takes that first 5 seconds of the video, right? And then you're going back in and you're adjusting the toggle, right? And you're like, no, 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 no. They look. I'm like, go into those 15 seconds and watch the full 15-second clip.
Mhm.
Look at it and figure out, was there something really epic in that 15 seconds? Because that's probably what they're wanting you to include in it.
Mhm.
So, like, everything is really well trained.
What if someone
like,
uploaded like a 2-hour video and they're like, pick the best 2 minutes?
Well, this is another thing, though. When you do all this stuff, we have like parameters.
Limits.
We
Yeah,
have
you
limits.
have to.
So
You
again,
have to.
do stuff on demand, like we really want everyone to just start realizing how incredible this is. For whatever gets you to first, jump in and try it out. And I will say that the second you do it, there's not one person or one client that we've had that hasn't continued to repeat. And that has been
That's really
a
exciting. Yeah.
huge
Yeah.
that's huge for us.
Yeah.
And I think all of us, we're always like, I remember the first time Brooke texted Jeff and me, we were like, oh my God, somebody from Indiana just booked us for a you upload, we edit. Does anyone know this person? We're like, no, because right now we're hustling. It's a new business. It's a new
Well, like
white
you said,
space.
I also think as there are so many apps and they are, there's not always human eyes on them. They
Yeah.
can be AI, and there's a miss there. And so I think that's what's so unique about what you're doing. Okay, so what do you think people get wrong the most often about creating good content?
Well, first, where my head goes to is that it, expectations of what, like, sometimes I don't necessarily think that it has to be so perfect. It's more about the person who's just like, I need to look, I need you to take it from this angle or this or that. And I mean, look, that stuff is important. You want everything and everyone to look great, right? But I will say that it's for the purpose. Like, if it's going to be something more professional, and you need and know that you're going to require edits and this and that, I would say that, there's a service for that somewhere that will allow you to use that and to have and meet up to those expectations. I mean, look, I'm going to tell you, you have people who are like my mom who's like, "Oh my God, this is amazing. Everything is amazing from Social Agent," right? But then there are people who are like, "Oh, can you switch this out, this out?" And I'm like, "Do you understand what our business is? Like,
Yeah.
do you understand what we're doing here?" And I
Well, because
think,
there is so much within that.
yeah. And the content that we do, I think as people get more, I think the one thing that is really important is to know how to put your own shot list together and really explain to the agent what you're looking for so that you're setting the
So I
expectations. So
guess
you're,
so I guess my question then so you've already had a company prior to this called Social Intelligence
yeah, it's
Agency
still running and going hot.
where you do brand strategy
Yeah.
and you do outline all of these methods and trajectories for people. And so for me, I think that's what I wonder, are you trying to get out of doing that? And if social agent could just be your one thing, or are you always trying to have them side by side?
I
Because
really,
I feel like within that, if people who really love social agent are then going to want your advice on how to, you're saying lay out your shots. How does someone know how to do that?
yeah.
How does somebody know how many times a week to post? How does somebody know when the best time? You know what I'm saying? There's all of these like algorithms. I mean, yes, you're going to get great content for them, but then what? If
Yeah.
someone really wants help with that, is that just another service offered maybe by you down the road or maybe by someone else?
I got to tell you that I have always looked at both these businesses.
Because they are hand in hand.
They are 100%. And I
Yeah.
really do think that what I've done here is is I have my agency that is it's like this is high level. Like we're shooting off nice cameras, but we're also shooting off iPhone when we do live events. It's a completely different business model, right?
Are you
Business
shooting
separate.
your stuff for social intelligence agency with social agent app people?
I will 100% integrate them in
Yeah.
because they're both my businesses. And there's
But it's
certain
different.
things.
It's a different level. It's a different level
a
of
different
content.
it's a different level.
Less expensive, clearly.
Absolutely.
Because
So
you're shooting on real cameras for some of this other stuff.
yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing that has been really amazing is like there's been moments where we've talked to friends of ours that are like, "You know what?" And we've said maybe we should have SIA do this. And I'm like, it's so funny because there's social intelligence agency and then social agent, right?
Yeah,
So
it's not confusing at all.
social agent is almost like I've now created more of this like pop culture, like new company with Brooke and Jeff to like expand it globally. So it's usable for everybody. This is for everybody. So
yeah, and I think that is
it's
what's
a
so
whole
exciting
other
about it. You don't
business.
have to have you
It's-
don't have to even want or need a strategy to use social agent.
No,
but
this
it could
is-
go hand in hand
well,
with that.
I want to say this, and I always say this because there's a lot of great businesses out there. But what I think what is so incredible about this is that it is taking all of the expertise, knowledge, everything that I know from doing what I do, and knowing that has always been a demand, and it's been something that I get requested all the time. I've taken so much of that, and we've put that into now this new model. And let's just say how I mean, if you go in and you look and you even look at the questionnaire, you're going to be like, oh, I see here. These are really good questions to ask me.
To prompt you. And
Exactly.
it's sort of leading you
Exactly.
into a
And
more clear cut.
doing this so quick and fast, there's just certain things where I'm like, we got to add this question in. And we've added almost 3 more things in the questionnaire because I'm like, this is something that the agent needs to know.
Because then at the end of the day, it only helps you.
100%. But look, what I do love is that they do there is definitely a referral on both. Like there's been certain clients where I'm like, you know what? I want you to try a social agent. And this was one of the things that also was one of the things I shared with Jeff when we first sat down. I go, I have clients that like are like, hey Lisa, can you get one of your social media can we get one of our, people to come to the restaurant? It's super busy, or we have a new menu, or the chef is coming in today. Can you like come in? And we're like, we need like 48-hour notice at least sometimes, right? Or like if we're going to come in and we're going to shoot something, or maybe 24 hours. I mean, we're
What do you mean? Because you
level.
said 30 minutes or less. So
No, but
48 hours
this is
for more of a
what I do is now
Oh.
that's when I'm like, let me get a social agent to go over there.
Yeah.
Because
I'm sorry. With the other business,
Yeah.
and you're like, this is a different thing. I have to organize this in a
Exactly.
different way. But with this, you can say, okay, you're going to get something. It might be more candid,
Yeah.
but you're going to get something.
Well, the thing is that I really care about my clients. I know that obviously, like every client on my SIA side, we have retainers. We have,
Yeah.
yearly contracts, and
It's a different thing.
it's a
It's a different
different
thing.
scale.
Yeah.
It's a different
Yeah.
budget.
Yeah.
But the thing is that for this is on demand. This is quick. This is something where I'm like, you know what, I really care about businesses. I care about people who are trying to build businesses that can't afford a
Yeah.
social media team or a content creation team.
I guess that's that's kind of the bottom line. It's people that don't even need to think that deeply about strategy. They just need the content.
They need the content. And to be honest,
Yeah.
you get that content same
Yeah.
day. So if you're trying to put out like a new menu or something and you're like, I need photos or something great, that's on a B2B side. Or even for real estate. We've done a lot of stuff for some great friends out here who are like, my team can't make it today, but I have to go look at a house. I got the appointment. I need to go. Can I get a social agent to come? It's like, well, yeah, go in the app, which they've been doing.
Do you think AI creators will replace full-time content teams?
So, I mean, look, I definitely feel like there's going to, right now we're all dealing with a shift of where AI is going. I will just say this. I'm very pro-human. I'd like to.
You always have been.
I love people. I absolutely love them.
I'm pro-robot.
I know. But here's the thing.
No, I love humans too.
Here's the thing. It's going to take all of us to support by knowing that, like, I'm incredibly happy and my partners are as well, to continue to know that, like, we are stamped by a human. When we give you content, we are not using anything AI. We're trying, and we can work. Look, AI is supposed to deliver stuff right quickly, fast to you. We're doing stuff on demand. Maybe it takes an hour or 2 hours longer.
And also AI is
It's
never
like-
going to replace this particular niche.
No,
It could replace some of your editing things. It's never going to replace someone there
it is
catching the moments.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how it continues to evolve. But let me tell you,
unless
this
you know those robots.
I am ready for it.
Those
you know
those
like,
robots that clean your house.
Oh my God!
What
Sam,
if those
did
were
you
on
do-
your team?
Oh.
What if you had a few of those? Like Postmates
I'm
has the
gonna
robots.
keep the human race
What
alive with
what
work.
if you just sent a few of those to a party? Like they were like a little less expensive, and then like nobody feels like they're infringing on their privacy.
Oh my God! Listen, at this point,
I'm saying, I'm just saying.
Here's the okay. You know what? Here's the deal. We've done an incredible job. The thing about this, going back to affordability, 30 minutes to book an on-demand content creator is $65. Our margins are incredible. We are giving every content creator that signs up for this an incredible opportunity. And the thing is that I'm very proud of that. We're all proud of this. And we've done like I said, everything is so thoughtfully done. And we really are so stoked to be able to like continue to provide this opportunity for everybody right now. Look, okay, let me go back to the price marks, okay? 30 minutes is $65. An hour is $120.
This is just for someone live there.
This is somebody live that comes, and you can pick between photos only or video only, or you could do a combination. You can hire them. They will take as much raw content as you want.
Combination
There's
is
no
the same. It's
limitations.
just the time that you're paying for.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
there for an hour.
Yeah.
So get as much content
Yeah.
as you want. You get your raw. Like, what we do is, as soon as they're done with their mission, they'll check out with, if you want to have them stay on, you can do 15 increments and say, I think a couple times, and then that's it. They're going to leave. They're going to go to some Wi-Fi, upload the content. You get all your raw content. I mean, I don't know, maybe within an hour or quicker if they're on Wi-Fi, or if whatever the case is, you get that practically on demand right there. Then if you ordered any add-ons, which is edited content. So if you want photos, those start at $25. $25. Okay? Hello.
Are we
Who doesn't wanna use
QVC?
this?
Are we on
Let's
QVC?
go. Yeah,
Let's
let's
go.
see. If we should count right now how many people are signing up, right? And then
Ding,
for,
ding, 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 ding,
for
ding.
like reels start at $40. And that's because we have them based off the time. If you want a 15 to 30-second, that's our
But
premium
so
flash.
any of those things that are getting done, you're not just uploading into an app. There's an actual human doing that on the
There
other
is an
end.
absolute, yes,
Okay.
human.
I think that's important to note,
I don't know why, but Janet Jackson just popped in my head, and I feel like I want to go across this ring going dun 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 dun.
The
dun.
human. Do you
Which
think
we're
you'll
going there
ever
next.
ever offer shooting on a real camera?
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because there's so many small digital cameras that just,
they
that do it's just that much better.
absolutely.
Especially at night,
Oh.
especially, in outside.
There's going
Yeah.
to be,
Yeah.
we're going to, look, I will say this. The whole purpose of this is technology is going to continue to
Because I think that's not
advance.
as scary privacy wise either, because it's not that person's phone. It maybe is is social agent's camera.
Yeah, and look, I will tell you, like, anytime you have anybody, like, even if it's a friend at the house or whatever it is that could be doing this. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, I could just have my friend do it. It's like, well, do they really want to be doing it? But here's the thing. We all shoot off of our phones.
Mhm.
And,
Mhm.
like, look, I get that this is a complete stranger that's coming or whatever the case is, but, we've not had one complaint about that. I
Yeah.
think everything about it. And look, I'm going to tell you, we have absolute like legal structure with Brooke.
Yeah. I know. I'm just
It's
thinking
crazy.
out loud. Like maybe at some point
She's-
that's something, and maybe not every agent has
We have more
access to those
control
cameras.
over
But
it.
then maybe you say, is this something? And maybe they're not 30 minutes away. Maybe they're a day or two out. But I don't know. I kind of like that as an option too, especially if you want something like a little more polished.
Yeah, I will say this.
or
Look,
someone trying to do headshots or something. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Something like that.
Absolutely.
I mean, really, is the sky's the limit?
It's incredible to know that, right now, globally, we just know that there is an absolute demand for exactly what we're doing for like so much business, especially in tourism. Like, I can't wait to launch in Europe.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly cannot
You're
wait.
already in Europe.
I mean,
You're
I'm
not in Hawaii,
I'm in
but you're
Paris.
in Europe.
I'm like, no, exactly. Like, I remember I was in
I'll
Paris this
relocate
summer.
to Paris and be your first
Absolutely.
Parisian arm.
Absolutely. Me too. We can go together. But
Okay, rapid fire. I want you to answer
Yeah,
these questions
sorry,
fast.
I
One
got
content
excited.
trend you would kill.
oh my God, all of it. God, you're asking me about trends right now.
I know,
and I'm
because
like,
you're
you
the
really gotta
queen.
prep me for this.
Because you're the queen of social.
What content trend? I don't know, Sam. This one's hard.
I know.
These are hard. Like, I gotta tell you, I'm like, I look to my daughter.
Like, would
or-
you kill the person taking a photo like in the street, like in activewear, like waving to you? Would you kill the person like taking a picture of their purse on a chair? Like, I mean, what trend is so annoying when people are like, it's like, for me, it's when people are like overly like, like this is just my everyday, and that they've had whoever shoot them crossing the street however many times, or
Yeah, I
they're like,
can't-
look at my
y-
beautiful water and my flowers.
I
like, some of that stuff annoys me.
Oh, all that stuff annoys me too. And I actually just like, I can't even pay it. I love anything that just feels so raw and funny and like real. I'm all
I
for
personally
that.
like the less polished stuff.
Everything that's
when
less
everyone tries
polished-
to look like they're always happy, or they're always traveling, or they're always like, it's like actually just like, that's not exciting to me to even see.
For me, I want a good laugh. I only have so much time in the day to actually like go and have some fun. I want to laugh, and I also want to learn something from it. Or
Okay,
just,
so that answers my second question. One
Great,
thing
great.
people
We
should
did it.
post more of. More real stuff.
yeah,
fun
absolutely, fun stuff, and also,
educational.
yeah, or
just more candid. Like, I like that.
It's the real stuff makes such a difference.
And
Or
that seems to be-
nostalgic stuff. Like, oh my God, I could literally go down a worm.
Nostalgic in what way?
Oh my gosh, music, or I always like watching like
Oh, so-
people are uploading
Yeah.
like or doing stuff. I just
I
love
know, I like
anything
some of
that's-
that, but then I get too lost in it. I mean, I really miss the early days of Instagram, where it was just people you knew or people you peripherally
Yeah.
knew, and it was just so personal
It
and
was.
cool
it was
and
such
sweet.
a great.
I
Now,
don't know.
now it's like you
yeah.
go just into the reels.
Yeah.
You watch one and you start swiping up, and you're like, who is this person?
Do you believe in the get a photo of it or it didn't happen philosophy?
Get a photo of it, or
Like, I
it
feel like
didn't-
Hawaii didn't happen for me. Like, it didn't actually happen because I didn't post like some great photo.
I feel like I would probably be in that same mentality. I just
Yeah.
I love it's so
Yeah.
but see, like, it just yeah, no, I could never do that. I probably
Do you judge someone based on their grid?
no.
What do you think about these people that are deleting their entire grid except for like 1 or 2 photos? Like, they're
I
trying too hard?
I just laugh.
Yeah.
I just laugh. I don't I'm like, what are you doing? Recreating yourself or something? Like, can't
Yeah.
wait to see.
Yeah.
People are
To
really
me, it seems absurd.
well, I here's the thing. It's like
It's
I
like, delete your profile then.
I don't know what or why. I don't understand. Everyone has interesting reasons, but like to me, I don't necessarily think they're like real true creators. It's like, well, what are you trying to do? Recreate yourself?
No, I
Are
think
you
they're just
coming in?
trying to, they just don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few different ways you could look
Just
at it,
go on
right?
private
To
and create a
me,
new
to
account.
me, part of it is like you're trying to reinvent yourself, but also you're too insecure to show anything, but then you want to be on there to look at other people's stuff.
Yeah.
There's maybe you want to be mysterious. I don't know. Either any of those scenarios also just are annoying to me. I'm like,
I
and maybe if you're one of those people who had never posted that much, but people that go in and delete, I'm like,
The deleting is one thing. If you have 2 posts up, I totally understand that because I just don't think they want to be there, but their presence
no,
is
I have
needed
no.
for the
I see
sake
this all
of.
the time where people just delete everything,
Oh, wow.
or up to like a few weeks before, or almost everything completely, and they only have like 1 or 2 photos. It's so weird.
Should we like ask them?
Yeah, I think I
I
should.
want to ask them like, why did you do that?
I'm gonna see one of them today. I'll ask them.
I'd be
Okay,
curious.
we gotta wrap this up
Oh.
soon, but I want to know what you think the future of content is gonna look like. What happens when everything is content? Do we eventually film everything like our entire lives? Is that where we're headed?
Docu style.
And then where do you see social agent going? I mean, obviously you have so many incredible services that you're offering, and I really do think it's going to change. It's like Waymo, it's like Uber. It's going to change the way
Yeah.
a lot of this is done, and I'm sure in due time you'll have people competing with you. But I mean, you're at the forefront. But where do you just see expansion? You see more services being offered.
Yeah.
Like, where do you see it going?
Well, I definitely feel like content creation is not going anywhere. It's only going to continue evolving, and I just it's not going anywhere. So like it's.
But do you think eventually we're going to all be like have a Panda channel on us where anyone can just watch what we're doing at any point?
That would be scary.
So scary.
That is really scary.
But I really don't think we're that far off.
Well,
We're
is
such
where
voyeurs, and it makes me feel weird.
I think we just all need to remember that if we can continue supporting Social Agent because everyone here is human, we'll stay in a little bit of control.
Yeah, totally.
Which is wonderful, and we want that support. We've done some great stuff for the industry. I mean, we've had a lot of great people in the industry who are currently shifting with how it's going right now, especially in entertainment. Come on, sign up, and I feel like we're really giving people opportunity here to do something that they love, be storytellers, and also
have more freedom.
and have freedom. They can even 100%. I mean, I could go off on this, but the second thing with this is So
Should I hire? I have this lunch today. Should I hire one to come to the lunch right now?
Could.
Should I?
If it's do it when you're ready for them to come within 30 minutes.
Oh, why? Because then it becomes a reservation. If I want
Reservation, you have to do it.
So right now, if I get on and I say, and I'm like, I
can't
want
do a
someone to be there at
reservation.
1 p.m.
At 1 p.m., you need to do it at 12:30.
Oh, because it'll be 30 minutes or less?
Yeah. So 24.
I'm going to do it today.
You could do it. Absolutely. You should do it. And honestly, look, right now we're launching in New York next. So it's going to be early 2026.
Wait, they're going to die laughing when I have a social agent come in. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it.
We did it
So what's the shortest amount of time I could have someone come in if I'm, it's a girls' lunch, we want someone to come for like 10 minutes.
just have them there
It's
for
30
30
minutes. It's 30 minutes.
It's 30 minutes.
But I could be like, after 10 minutes, be like, bye.
You could probably just do that. Look, that's why we have 30
Oh my
minutes.
God, I'm doing it. That's going to be part of her birthday gift.
And then I love that. I think that'll be epic. And then, look, we're going to be in New York next, which has already been huge. We were in the Macy's Day Parade, which was incredible.
That's a no-brainer, yeah.
That was insane. And then we were at the Jingle Ball. We were back in the talent lounge.
should
and
have-
we were doing
you
it
should
for
have-
brands. Brands
have-
were freaking out. They're
You
like,
should
what
have
is
someone go to
this?
Jenny and do some stuff for Jenny.
Absolutely. I mean, I'll reach out to her. Thank you. Or
My
tell
sister.
her, yes,
She's
Jenny, please.
always shooting a ton of content. And
Yes.
I think she could benefit
Oh
from
my God.
someone shooting.
She would kill. Oh, that'll make it all go viral. And then after that, look, we are planning to continue expanding every other month into new cities. Now, right now, we're looking to where we're seeing the most demand. We're really smart about where we're going and what we want to do next. And there could be a potential,
Yeah, what is
opportunity
the
of going somewhere maybe international. I doubt
how
that,
long
but
do you think, I mean, I get New York, LA, but to me it seems like you would want to really hone in on those markets for
yeah,
like at least a year before hitting up other like major like cities.
I will say
What
that
is what is that mentality?
Um, with where we're going right now, we wanted to LA was really like our test market because one of the things that we knew of was that the app, whenever you're in tech, you are like, wow, now we got to do this, or now there's a hold. Just there's a lot of things that we have to shift through. So it's been a lot of testing and a soft launch here, which has been incredible. New York, the demand there already is so massive, and we're already seeing we've been at Art Basel and we're seeing a lot of momentum in Miami as well,
Hmm.
and also in Chicago and also in Austin. So, I mean,
I mean, those are great cities.
those
Yeah.
are great
Yeah.
cities, and it's
Yeah.
just a matter of,
Just because
again,
you're not there, that's my only thing.
the great thing about this is that, we have we're really thinking through like what tactics are really making sense to everybody to jump on this. But the fact that if we can really just continue to keep what's winning here in LA and continue to kind of replicate that marketing model,
You
also
will.
that
Yeah, you
it's that
definitely
word
will.
of
Yeah.
mouth is, I'm going to tell you, word of mouth has been everything for us. Everything.
This is going to
It's
blow you up. I
huge.
have millions of followers. I'm just kidding. No, but I have people that
That's what's
I
up.
know are going to use this. So we're out of time, but thank you for listening to Don't Worry About It. Download Social Agent.
Thank
Follow
you, Sam.
Lisa. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.